What's up, party people, and welcome back to another installment of Day 1 to Master Series. This is a series where I take every Street Fighter character from Day 1 and take them step by step all the way to Master Rank. This is a fun and effective way for me to cope with mental illness, and I hope to make you laugh and learn along the way. Like and subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and comment below if you have any Street Fighter or mental health related questions, or even if you just want to say hello. Every 20 minutes of gaming, I recommend a 5-minute break to help maintain focus and learning efficiency. Stick around until the end, and I supply one of those for you too. Now, on to the video. Round 1, fight. Okay, so surprise, surprise, this match starts with another Cammy. Sure getting a lot of practice in the Jamie Cammy matchup, right? Alright, so immediately we are on, this is the end of day 3. So I've got quite a bit of Jamie experience under my belt now, a few hours at least. Initially, I'm really picking up the just starting matches off, pretty much dry rush, jump, anything to get a throw or a quick combo off to get a drink. At the beginning's just very efficient at this rank. Jamie needs that first drink. It just, he's not really a character without it, to be completely honest. He's not, there's a lot to be desired, but we've talked about that quite a bit. I want to get into some matches. So, again, I'm trying to sneak drinks here. I've said it, if you watch the other parts, it's just not worth it. Day 4, I will not be sneaking drinks with Jamie. I'll just get drinks like this. Ooh, oh, if that was timed better, I probably would have nailed him pretty well there. Got a lot of damage if I am down, but there's my first drink of this match, man. Alright. So now, I've got the corner here. I'm going to test him with the DIs. It's just, what I do versus players. In this rank, at least. Again, not be meaning diamond players at all, but I mean, I just want to test you in a lot of the standard stuff, like, are you going to anti-air me? Do you DI react in the corner? Stuff like that. Do you tech throws? Do you tech throws too much? All that stuff that I could use against you, or you guys could use against your opponents, essentially is what I'm saying, trying to tell you what my process of going through these rounds and beating these players, if I do win, doesn't mean I'm always going to win. I think he may have checked one of my DIs. I think he did it with a throw, though. That's why I'm DIing so much, and I'm jumping a lot, too, because he just tried to anti-air me with the standing roundhouse and lost the match with it. That's what I recommend, I say, if you haven't checked out the How to Day 1 Jamie guide yet, or the How to Day 1 a Character in General guide, I recommend you checking that out, just because I go over the idea of a game plan and why you should want to develop a game plan and how easy it is to develop a simple game plan in your gameplay. I recommend you check that out, just so you know like the basics of the basics when it comes to fundamentals, at least. So that's my game plan's so important. And outside of that, we're playing Street Fighter, which is essentially rock paper scissors on crack. You already know that. And that's why I test my opponent with these options to see, like here, I picked up that he was going to tech that throw. I'm sure I threw him once in that situation already. Which players will say is conditioning or whatever, It's just, rock, paper, scissors. The throw wins the game there. Oh yeah, this was the boss fight. So if you don't now, you beat a master rank when you're diamond. You get 250 LP, which sure would have been nice, it's just like, man, that's a nice bonus here. So, but I'm gonna have to obviously fight a tighter game, and all I've been fighting are diamond players, not masters. So I'm probably not conditioned to respect my opponent. I try to fight every single opponent with respect. I say that too, but it's just a different kind of respect, Whenever I'm fighting this character, or not this character, but this guy, he's obviously played quite a bit of matches if he's at 74,000. This round, that round he was playing super slow, and I took that round. But he got a lot of data off my offense, and my Jamie just doesn't have too many offensive options integrated yet, you know what I mean? That's good anti, honestly. It's just jump to jump, but for jury, that's really good. I should get a drink here. It's honestly looking pretty good for me, you know, to at least sneak a match out and get some points. But see, that's great meterless damage, and I'm in a really bad situation right here. I do remember I get Street Fighter 6 in this one for sure. So, okay, yeah, that's great use of the standing medium kick. He's using that. What you do with buttons like that, especially in Jury's case, it's such a good button, but you're just trying to put your opponent at a range if you want them. For Jury, you know, she gets you out in that range, and that's, you know, she can press standing heavy punch, you know, she can fireball dry rush from that distance. It's a good distance. It's more of a spacing tool than anything, and it's a really safe and strong poke, and as you saw, fast. You know, so he was able, I tried catching that poke, which you would be able to do with a sweep or something like that, but not Jury's medium kick, and I paid dearly for it with that DI. I ended up pretty much losing the round. That's unfortunate. It was a good play on my part. Maybe he would have reacted. Maybe it would have been in his mental state if he was a little closer to the corner. Hard to say precisely in that situation. Good perfect parry on his part. That's when you want a perfect parry. I was telling him like how I was getting anti-air perfect parried a lot, but it wasn't really the good option necessarily. That's when you want to do it. He robbed me, dude. What a stunt. That was so grimy, but it worked, you know. Huge gamble on his part, but it worked out, you know. Technically, that's a, you know, spacing trap. I was just trying to probably crouching medium kick drive rush him in that situation to get, you know, an advantage and probably try to throw him or make him think that I was going to throw him. And he just let that level 3 rip, man. It was, I mean, I don't agree with that decision, but it was the right decision, right? I died for it, you know, raw. And, oof, yep, there goes my 250 points for that round, at least, for that match. Go to the DI quite a bit, honestly. Could have worked out there, but whenever you have them in a corner like that for the first time in a round or a match, I recommend just sitting back. Don't let the DI rip. I mean, I do a lot. I mean, you could test them with it, of course, right? Ooh, this is nice. Good damage there. Don't know if I could have killed. I'm sure I could have with an optimal combo. My Jamie's not very optimal where it stands right now. That just comes from playing your character a lot. My metaphor I like to use on this here channel is Nana's chicken cutlet, you know? Why is Nana's chicken cutlet so good? Because she's made it 3,000 times and perfected it, you know? Every time she makes it, she tries something, experiments a little bit, you know, finds out what works for her chicken cutlet, finds out what doesn't, finds out the exact time she should cook it, just a little more every time she cooks it. By the time, you know, Nana's your Nana, she's got that chicken cutlet down, you know what I mean? That's your Street Fighter character, essentially. You know, all you start off with is a raw piece of chicken, and you gotta perfect your own recipe, you know what I mean? Adding little bits here and there just to, you know, learning tricks and stuff to get it just right. Alright, so I'm burnt out. That's really hard, and that's just, you know, that's just bad. I'll straight up say that's just a bad tendency. No reason to tech there. Even if I get thrown in that situation, it's just, you know, it's not the end of the world. If I whiff the throw like I did that, and I get punished for that, that is the end of it. That's a lot of times you just need to check risk and reward. This situation, that was too risky. I've talked about that before too. If you have a life lead like I just had, going for the big DI there is just too big of a risk. I could just poke at him safely, essentially. Pressure him with whenever you have one drink, standing light punch, standing light kick target combo is real easy to hit confirm because it's just a press medium punch if you see a hit. Pressure him with that, pressure him with throws, pressure him with baiting throws, look for wake up uppercuts, look for him to jump out of the corner. I go for that big DI right there, and it changed the whole momentum of that match and ended up losing me the game right there, honestly. You know, you watch that match, that was just one, you know, it wasn't the only thing that made me lose that game, but it was just one big mistake that just shifted the momentum entirely in that Jury's favor. And he took advantage of that, won the game, whereas if I never gave him the chance to just snatch the momentum up like that, it would have been a lot more difficult for him to just run me over into the other corner, you know? Wow, we found a Ryu player, finally, man. I feel like it's been nothing but camis and Rashids lately, right? Oh, we're getting drinks. Oh, wow, brother. No, brother, do not let me drink for free. I probably should have just went for the fourth drink there, but I probably, you know, when people, I don't know if he's angry or what he's got going on. I don't understand it, you know. It's just like this guy just backed himself into the corner. Let me get 4 drinks, and he's don't understand that thought process. All right, so just a raw jump in at the start. That's a good test, though. You know, he's a Ryu player. He should be. A lot of them, you know, will throw a fireball right at the start. Like Jack's fireball, which is actually really good. It's, you know, it's expensive right at the beginning of the match, but it's pretty strong. And if I try jumping over it, they'll anti-hit me because they're Ryu and they've been playing this game for 600 years, you know. Shout out to Alex Drive. But yeah, this guy just, you know, if he's gonna let me jump at him, with Jamie versus Ryu, that's a mistake right there. You know, then he's gonna lose, you know what I mean? It's just too much. It's too free. Yeah, he didn't. I don't know. Maybe he had his controls on wrong. Maybe something was up. You know, maybe he was getting yelled at by his sister or God. You know how God yells at you. Sometimes we talked about that before. But yeah, this is another thing when you guys are in the training mode, looking for matches. I recommend doing this instead of Battle Hub, just so you could, you know, practice random things. Execution's a good one I like to do during that time. You know. Like just little difficult combos like quarter circle back or like a Shoryuken into, you know, whatever, into super. Just motions to get your hands moving that normally, you know, could be uncomfortable practicing through repetition, you know. Just do it for a little bit and then take a break so you don't hurt yourself or cramp up your hands. Stuff like that I find is really good to get the execution going. Notice how I was in the corner there and so, you know, you don't have to DI to DI a lot of the time. Sometimes I'm thinking about like 4 other things because it's Akuma. He can come at me with a lot of different options. So a lot of the time just pressing parry in the corner can totally save your bacon, you know what I mean? Like, and then, see, he tested me, I tested him. I definitely should have killed him there. Looking at my Jamie now, I'm going to try to be a little bit more optimal this next session. That ended up just working out for me. Kumas love to just use their crazy walk speed. But a lot of them will just give up space from it, you know, which, but it works so good in situations like that. A lot of characters, you know, can't shinny like that mid-screen because they walk back so slowly. Kuma does not have that problem. Makes it very volatile. This damage. Oh, he missed it. You don't want to miss that one. I mean, you don't want to miss any of them. I guess it's better to miss that one than the uppercut, but yeah, you don't want to miss any of them. That was pretty obvious. I'm actually surprised he wasn't mashing at least the level 1. I understand not mashing the level 3 in that situation. Now he's dead. I suppose, yeah, if I am going to predict the level 1 who loses in that situation as well. But I'm a Diamond Jamie. He's in the corner. I'm probably going to press DI, you know what I mean? It's just the way the game works. Not works, but it's just the way. You know, I tested him with the DI once and he failed already, you know what I mean? That's a good one. Sucks you can't cancel Jamie's standing medium punch into DI. You can't cancel it into anything. It's still a good button. It's just interesting that out of all the ones you can't cancel, it's that one. Maybe it leads to really crazy, like, goofy combos or something because it's fast and good. I don't know. Maybe it's because it's good that you can't, but I digress. So, let's see, that's another big match opener for me. Not great versus Akuma, honestly. So when he walks back, he gets distance. And Jimmy's standing fierce punch out the drive rush is pretty good, but it does push him back a decent amount, sometimes out of throw range. Especially with Akuma's walk speed, so it could, that was a bad jump by me. I'm in the corner, I could definitely lose. That was kind of cool. That does good drive gauge too, but not good enough for him to spin 2 bars off of, but if it hits, it does. Akuma will blow you up, you know, even like that. See, that was very greedy of him. I could have, that's another one of those situations where I could have just paid dearly and lost the match, but he was too hungry for it to kill me, you know? Unlike that Master Jury player who, you know, DI'd me back and I lost the game up. This guy more of, he was just like, oh, I'm going to hit the overhead. But going for the overhead in that situation is kind of crazy because I have not been standing very still. That was cool. What am I going to get? Oh my god. There's no reason for me to do what I just did. I'm pretty sure I just screwed up and ended up like, what's that word? Making it work out for me. There's a word for that. Ooh, that is one cooked Jamie. This is such a, like, powerful Level 3, just the way Akuma punches you in the head like that, it's like, oh, bam, damage. So here's the rubber match. Don't know what a rubber match is. It's the one that you played this last two. It's the end of the 2 out of 3. It decides on who wins the set, right? So I got my drink right after the end. That's a great uppercut by him. Very telegraphed by me. Interesting to just do the dive kick there. He dashed up and uppercutted me for it, so I could have just walked up probably and gained some space, you know. Oh, that was cool. Last game, last fan, that's when you see Akuma's pull that out. They could at least hit you with one of them, right? He's got so many options, it builds up the mental stack. You know, besides just system mechanics, he has very good rail options. This guy's not demon flipping the whole. That was unfortunate, honestly, but, you know. Well, what am I going to do to kill him? I'm sure I was trying to do that instead of that uppercut. Man, that was rough. Yeah, so I'm sure my thought process was trying to do that breakdance, and I got uppercut instead. And then firing off another breakdance. I was trying to burn him out with it. Don't know why. There's better, even if I'm trying to chip him out like that, there's better options. With Jamie, honestly, just a palm. Even a light palm probably would have killed him from that health. It's Akuma, chip out. I just screwed up. We all screw up. That's, you know, we're on day 3 here. I'm showing you every single match. Another thing is I'm showing you every single match. I'm just a dude, you know, I'm just a dude, you know, who got off work, didn't work today, but I'm a dude who just gets off work and plays Street Fighter, you know, one of those guys. I don't have a whole lot of time to play, but I try to maximize my playing time when I can. That dude cooked me, man. Lost another one. I'm sure I'm trying to, oh, am I already down at 5? Wow. We're almost master, huh? I'll try to get master today, I suppose. Hopefully I don't have to wait another 16 days to get another match, but it's been unfortunate. That's an hey, there's one. Nice. Green bar connection. Yeah, Jamie, been enjoying him. Wow, didn't expect a Cammy. Hilarious. I mean, Cammy's always been super popular. She's a white girl with her butt cheeks out. Of course she is. You know, look at this guy. Like, but, you know, I feel like besides that, Punk did winning Evo. That just, you know, exploded the Cammy popularity, you know. Everyone says how top tier she is now. I've always thought Cammy was top 5 when this game very first came out. I don't think she's, you know, game breaking. I think Punk makes this character look like the best character in the game just because he's so good. But in my opinion, you know, Rashid is so good, it's ridiculous. And you just can't deny the Kid Masters factor. We all know he's got so much stuff. The kin down players will continue downplaying, but the tournament results and how many kins you get in every single tournament and how many kins you get placing well in every single tournament is, you know, it raises some questions. Takeda wouldn't play him. Tokido would not play him if he didn't think he was, like, at least top 3. I just don't see it, you know? He's never played video games like that. Yes, this game's very hard, and a guy like Taquito's not even top 5 players in the world anymore, which is just crazy because he's been so strong for so long. But this game is just very difficult. We see, and there's a lot of really good players. That's the other thing. That was nice. Dropping that hurts, you know? You just want to finish your play. Me leaving him alive in that situation, he could have literally won that round since EFCA. He could have won that round in one really good hit, you know, and it would have been upsetting. You gotta finish your play. Out of day 1, I always say, you know, the top 3, or I guess there's 4, you know, things you do in a game, fundamentals, not even anti or anything like that, just basic, even more basic than that, you know what I mean? Just so we can, you know, win games with a character that we've never played before, you know? Like Jamie, like I said, I never would have thought I played this guy, but I'm having a lot of fun with him. That just, you know, that seems to work against Cammy players for whatever reason. I don't even know if I conditioned him before that. I think I just went for it, you know? See, a good combo here, maybe? That sure scales a lot. I'll drop that combo, in fact. Gotta kill, gotta win. We'll take it. We'll take them points. Another round coming up, another Cammy fight. I mean, like I said, I'm fighting it becomes more of an advantage for you at this point. Sure, it's kind of like, oh, no, I'm fighting nothing but camis. It's not an excuse to stop fighting, you know what I mean? Just look at it as cami day, and the more camis you fight, the better you're going to get at fighting cami, you know what I mean? And that's just improvement right there. Sure, whenever I fight a Dhalsim now, I'm going to be like, wow, how do I even play this game? But you fight 10 camis for every Dhalsim you fight, or more, you know what I mean? And then, it just balances out and you get the master that way. Using the dive kick more for mobility than especially a character like Cammy. Smaller characters, they're harder to hit in the toes with the dive kick, which is really the only way. If one gets blocked by like Jamie, it's really the only way to make it any good. By Cammy also, it's just a lot easier for Cammy. She's just got a much better dive kick, and she starts the match with it. That's the other thing, using the dive kick like that, just to bait it. Just to bait an uppercut, make them with it, you get a big punish. That's kind of why I'm neutral jumping there too, but also, it's just movement, I'm just trying to, everyone, that's another thing people wonder, people will wiggle back and forth like every game because people tell you to always be moving, but they'll be wiggling back and forth without purpose, so you'll dash up and clip them into toes or something. There's a lot of different directions you can move in this game, and there's a lot of different ways you can do it, you know what I mean? Mobility is important, especially just to keep your opponent wondering, ooh, how can I even hit him with a button, you know what I mean? I can't even get near this guy. That does it for day 3 of Jamie. That was part 6 ended. Wow. I'm flying by. Definitely going to try to get Jamie to master tonight. But that being said, I'm going to prepare a 5-minute break for all y'all who need one. And I'll see you whenever I get to that. One sec. Oh my God. All right, so for this 5-minute break, yeah, like I said, it was pretty funny how I'm not usually on social media, but since I've created this account, I am on a bit more, just trying to help people out, just trying to talk to people, about the game and stuff, just trying to, like I said, I'm here to help. I'm here to help you guys, just trying to do my best at that. But it's funny how people just get randomly upset. We're all aware of this, right? Trolls online, people who are just I don't know if they're just trying to mess with you, get under your skin because they think it's funny or they have low self-esteem. Who cares? But so for this break, I just want to go over, because I was like, man, what's up with these people? But I did a little research, little wrote up paper, got a page together on why you should get upset with people on the internet and why it doesn't bother me, even though, like I said, I suffer from mental illness. And trust me, there's nothing anyone's going to say that I haven't said to myself already, you know what I mean? But that's besides the point. You learn coping mechanisms, you learn how to deal with people, how to talk with people, and you learn how to deal and talk with yourself, you know what I mean? But so here's a little excerpt on why you shouldn't get mad at people on the internet. And this goes for anything, not just Street Fighter, especially, geez, politics in this world. Holy moly. Don't need any of that in my Street Fighter, but anyway, so getting upset at people on the internet is often a counterproductive and emotionally draining experience. The online world is a vast and anonymous, creating an environment where interactions can easily spiral into negativity. Understanding why it's not worth getting upset can help you navigate these interactions more effectively. First, it's essential to recognize that the anonymity of the internet often emboldens people to express opinions or behavior they might not exhibit in real life. This can lead to harsh or inflammatory comments that are designed to provoke a reaction. Responding with anger or frustration only feeds into the cycle, giving the other person the attention or validation they seek. Instead, choosing not to engage or responding calmly can diffuse the situation and protect your peace of mind. Second, people on the internet come from diverse backgrounds with different values, experiences, and perspectives. That diversity can lead to misunderstandings or disagreements that are not necessarily personal attacks, but rather differences in opinion. It's easy to misinterpret someone's tone or intent in a text-based conversation, leading to unnecessary conflict. By reminding yourself that not every comment is meant to be harmful, you can approach online interactions with more empathy and less defensiveness. Furthermore, the transient nature of online interactions means that most disagreements are fleeting and often forgotten soon after they occur. Getting upset over someone said online usually doesn't lead to any meaningful resolution. Instead, it can leave you emotionally drained over a situation that ultimately has little impact on your life. Investing your energy in more positive and constructive activities is often the better use of your time. like me making these guides. In conclusion, getting upset at people on the internet rarely leads to anything productive. It's important to remember that online interactions are often superficial and influenced by factors beyond your control. By maintaining perspective, responding with empathy, and choosing not to engage with negativity, you can protect your emotional well being and foster a more positive online experience. A more positive online experience, I think, is what a lot of people need in their lives because there's just so much negativity out there. And if you let it, it'll get under your skin and it'll scramble your eggs, dude. You'll be in for a bad time. That being said, I am Depressed Gamer. Y'all be good to yourselves. Keep on struggling, and I'll see you in the next one.